The importance of music and the creative arts in the educational context of Australia. For many years, the importance placed on students not only learning about but also participating in the arts has taken a back seat to the promotion of more traditional disciplines such as maths and English. Even as recently as the middle of the 20th century, the popularity of the arts dropped as the wider community placed its focus on the three R's, being reading, writing, and arithmetic. Many would suggest that this was in reaction to the devastation of the Second World War. In the 1950s were a time of great conservative rebuilding following World War I, the Great Depression of the 1920s and 30s. This period in history was a somber reminder of what was and what could have been. Losing so many lives in a wanton waste of war and disease, many felt that the frivolity of music and art was wasted resources that needed to be instead directed to rebuilding the working community. The 1960s brought about a change of mind again, and the arts were once again placed in the general learning community. In modern day classrooms, the arts are not only represented in many subject areas, such as visual arts, music, and drama, but is also an integral part of the development and implementation of the Australian curriculum throughout national schools. Further to this, it has actually been discovered that studying the arts, and in this case, specifically music, can support students to achieve greater academic success. Over recent years, much study has been directed into finding out the reasons why music has a positive and nurturing effect on a young and inquiring mind. Dr. Richard Letts, Director of the Music Council of Australia, has been a leader of this research. Dr. Letts says, "The earlier a child comes to grips with music, the more the brain growth will be influenced. It sets them up for life." He also suggests that the subjects that are provided accelerated learning by this include maths, science, and languages. Moreover, a further study has indicated that there are clear links between sustained involvement in music and theatre and the success in maths and reading, particularly for students from disadvantaged backgrounds. The National Association for Music Education suggests that learning and studying music assists in the development of language acquisition and reasoning. Professor Nina Kraus from the Northwestern University in the United States of America states that music training does for the brain what exercise does for the body's fitness. Music is a resource that tones the brain for auditory fitness. Musicians are often used in the study surrounding brain development and more specifically, the research into neuroplasticity. This is a process of change that occurs in the brain physically and chemically through a variety of learning experiences. The changes can occur at various ages throughout a person's life. The importance of this research has also helped to feed the idea around using music as a therapy tool for those who have suffered strokes, damage to the brain following physical trauma, such as a car accident or fall, or emotional trauma, such as post-traumatic stress disorder. The study has shown that the musicians who were made available for the study demonstrated more brain grey matter volume in areas that are important for playing an instrument and in the auditory cortex, which processes all kinds of sound. Says Kraus, the effects of music training are most robust for processing of music, but benefit transfers to speech, language, emotion, and general auditory processing. This translates into musicians having a greater auditory memory and working memory, thus the increase of potential to take on and keep important information. It does not mean per se that musicians are more intelligent than those who are not musicians, but it does mean there is greater potential for processing, understanding, and applying information both newly taught and previously learned. In order for our students to be the best they can be, primed and ready to learn, we must continue to encourage and advocate for the inclusion of music as part of the wider creative arts curriculum to support the developing academic achievement in the classroom but also in life. Thank you.